Hey everyone, my name is Rusty. I'm one of the leaders here at Broken Branches. We are a recovery community. We house several men and women who are battling life altering situations, predominantly drug and alcohol addiction. What we do is we come alongside these individuals, disciple them, and we've seen great success. However, unfortunately, we've seen great failure as well. What we're noticing is it's a mindset. These men and women need a mind shift. Albert Einstein said it best. You cannot change a problem with the same mind that created it. So I just wanted to share with you all something that God's laid on my heart. Starting in Romans 12 and 2. Romans 12:2. And do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, so that you may prove that the will of God is that which is good and acceptable and perfect. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. It reminds me of a story I once heard. There is this lion, crazy strong, roaring lion. He's at the San Diego Zoo, I believe it was. This lion had been there for many years, and this gentleman, who was a philanthropist, took his kids for year after year. Each year he would come to the zoo. His kids would tug on his shirt, "Daddy, Daddy, we want to see the lion. We want to see the lion." Of course, he would take him to see the lion. But what he noticed is this lion just didn't seem free. It just didn't seem the king of the jungle. Didn't seem to be doing what it was meant to do. So year after year, this lion would walk in this square cage. 36 steps this way, 24 steps this way. 36 steps, 24 steps. 36 steps, 24 steps. That's all the lion seemed to do, and the lion, in fact, seemed miserable in that. And this gentleman, it was just on his heart constantly, year after year. What he wanted to do was see this lion released into the jungle. See this lion live according to his purpose, what God created it to do. So he saved up some money, contacted the right officials, got everything set up, and was able to purchase this lion. He got the National Geographic, the news channel was there, everyone was there. They took the lion over to Africa in the jungle, and they had him in a cage. They shipped him over on this cage, and they got the cage out in the tundra, and everyone's around, and they're gonna open this cage, and everyone's gonna see the jungle take off. This lion just take off into the jungle and reclaim his throne as king of the jungle. And everyone's just expecting that. You know, the lion's gonna take off, kill a zebra, go find a mate, climb a tree, you know, lion stuff, right? So the gentleman's all excited, and everyone's got their cameras out. All the kids are lined up. You know, the news station's all ready. And what they do is they open this cage, open the door. Everyone kind of flinches back, ready for this lion just to roar and take off and be free as it was meant to be. And the lion just kind of stands still. So they're thinking, okay, he's got cold feet. He hasn't been in the jungle in a while. That's okay. So they kind of shoo him out. They get him out of the cage, lure him out. And what does this lion do? He steps out of the cage, takes 24 steps this way, 36 steps this way. 24 steps, 36 steps. 24 steps, 36 steps. Like this lion, many of us can grow up in a world where we had to conform. We had to conform to maybe the street life or whatever life led us to our addiction or whatever type of addiction is plaguing us and controlling our life. So what this lion did do was what it knew to do, what it learned, what it conformed to. This lion was conformed. But the lion obviously was meant to be free, to roam the jungle, to love the freedom, and to live that life. That's what God created that lion to do. But the lion just conformed. And somebody came to free that lion. Someone had a heart for the lion, was thinking about that lion, reached out, put the proper planning in place to free that lion. What the lion did was unexpected. It did what it was conformed to do. And like us, Christ has a heart for us. He's put the plan in motion, made the right steps, so that we too can be free, so we can be released from our confinement. And many of us, including myself, upon that release, after obtaining that freedom, we just continue to do what we've known to do, what we conform to do. Many of us struggle with a criminal mentality. And it is hard to break, I'll admit. I see it, I've experienced it. But like that lion, rather than squandering that freedom and sticking in that cycle, we must break that cycle. We must take advantage of the freedom that Christ is offering us. There are many people to help along the way. Here at Broken Branches, we offer that freedom. We'll walk out of that cage with you. We'll take those first few steps with you, but after that, it's up to you to break free, to break that cycle, and rely on the freedom that Christ is offering. I am too reminded of a story. There's this elephant, right? Little baby elephant, cute little thing, big ears, eating peanuts, doing elephant stuff. He's at the circus, and this is kind of a common way that they do this. They tie a rope to the elephant's neck, and they tie him to a pole. This keeps the elephant from breaking free. And as a young elephant, I don't know if they're called a cub or whatever they are. Anyway, a baby elephant, what he does to this rope is constantly tugs and pulls and kicks and screams and fights and tries everything within his power to break this rope. This young elephant is trying everything he can do. Break it, just pulling and jumping and kicking, everything it can do. For several weeks, this elephant fights and fights and tries to break that rope. And the fact is, he can't break it. Not on his own. This elephant cannot break this rope. So eventually, the elephant stops trying, stops fighting, just accepts it. This elephant conforms. And over the years, the elephant grows. And when you see these elephants, large elephants, tied to this rope, the rope's not very big. You and I both know the elephant can break that rope very easily because it's a grown elephant. It's huge. But the elephant has stuck in its mind that it cannot break the rope. So that large elephant doesn't even try. All they have to do is wrap a little string around the elephant's neck, tie it to a pole, and it will not try to break it. An elephant has a good memory, and so do we. So as a young elephant, they learn that they can't break the rope. But as they grow, they can break the rope, but the elephant does not know that, so it stops fighting. It stops trying. And us in our addiction, many of us are the same way. Yeah, there was a time where we didn't have the resources to break our addiction. We didn't know how to stop that cycle. And we're powerless over that drug and alcohol, which is the first step of Narcotics and Alcohol Anonymous. So yeah, maybe there was a time where we learned we couldn't break it, we couldn't fight it, we couldn't stop it. But now that we've matured and grown, and we have people come alongside us, people willing to help us with several resources here in Springfield, Missouri, we can in fact break that cycle. We can in fact stop that addiction. But we have stuck in our minds that we can't, something we learned at a younger age. So like that elephant, we have to break that rope, break that cycle.